Grover and catch my most honest interview ever on Bollywood Hungama. Yes, it is very honest. I'm telling you, watch it.
Alright, now we are doing a walk the talk with Gulshan Grover here in Oslo, Norway. So, I've always wanted to ask you something that, as you were telling me that I tweeted about you that your friend Shah Rukh Khan has said that one should never lose an opportunity to...
Oh, I learned from that. Great. You know, I tell you, I have enormous respect for my friend Shah Rukh Khan. For so many things. I've learned so many things from Shah Rukh Khan. You know, first of all, he's very courageous. He's very gutsy. I mean, like he accepted a role like in film Bazigar. I mean, when he was, you know, like rising up as a romantic hero. Right. But he took that role as a challenge and did so fantastically well, you know. And that song of his, Ye Kali Kali, you know. So then after that, you know, film after film, in every film, you know, he did very tremendous courageous things. Right. I learned from him. Also, he's one of the very, very dedicated actor. Right. And a great human being, but a dear friend. Right. I love him. But
do you amongst your fraternity, like say we have people who are baddies and people who are playing different characters. So baddies, do they feel threatened when heroes they turn negative, like say what Shah Rukh did with Dar and Bazigar, Anjam and Amir, for example. Room 3 was not exactly like a negative, but still. So do the baddies feel threatened in a way?
Generally, broadly, to answer the question, yes, for sure. Dar, Bazigar were two. I mean, at that time, the you know, people who were playing the villains were not really threatened because it was one of a film. But lately, you know, like let's say last 4 or 5 years, you know, the people who have a certain stardom, experience and expertise in playing the villain characters, they're not the ones who are playing the villains, it's the heroes who are playing the villains. It's now the directors who are playing the villains, and sometimes it's, you know, strange kind of casting is done. So obviously, it affects your work. That many films are lesser for you know, the star villains or the fantastic villains to play. Right. And secondly, it's also a compromise on the dignity of the villain character. In my opinion, if you look at all the legendary great villains, they are all tremendous actors. Pran Saab, Amjad Khan Saab, you know, Amrish Puri Saab, Danny Ji, Ranjit Ji, so many of them. Kanhaiya Lal Ji, K.N. Singh Saab, they were all brilliant actors because in such limited screen time, they create tremendous impact. So, just giving it to anybody, koi bhi director ko bana do, villain, kisi ko bhi bana do, that is a bit upsetting. The dignity of the villain is being compromised.
Right. Okay, and so as I was telling you that you told me that when I tweeted about this aspect, Shah Rukh, you've learned in terms of promoting. So you told me that someone tweeted to you that where have you learned to rape from as a baddie. Well, so do you feel that at times people have these notions about baddies that in terms of that in real life they must be like those sort of people, because we've heard such wonderful things about Pran Saab. Yes. We've heard such wonderful things about Ranjit Saab.
Everybody.
We've heard
Amjad Khan Saab, Amrish Puri Saab, Danny Ji. I mean, I've worked with Kanhaiya Lal Ji. I've not worked with K.N. Singh Saab. I've met Jeevan Saab. I've met all these wonderful, tremendously fantastic, you know, actors who played the villains, the baddies, and they're all great human beings. Right. I've learned so much from them. I've got so much affection from them, so much guidance from them, so much of blessings from them. You know? Right. Yeah. So yes, people do think that real life में भी हम लोग ऐसे ही हैं. और रही बात, you know, that where did I learn to rape on screen from? First of all, rape is an act that needs to be condemned. I condemn it, and I feel, you know, on screen when a villain does it, he is punished. He is humiliated, he is beaten, he's, you know, like he loses everything. So they must learn lesson from that they should not, you know, glamorize and glorify this. But yes, my first scene like this was in film Satma, and which this scene was with Sri Devi, and I had never done a scene before that, and there is no training in any acting school to do a scene like that, you know. And they said just go and struggle, and I did not know how to struggle. As soon as they said action, I did like this. In 1 second, I fell down on the ground, and everybody was laughing and saying, "What sort of villain are you?" And then Sri Devi, who had done many films before in the South, this was her first Hindi film, was very, supportive and very, very graceful and nice, you know. And she's, and Director Balu Mahendra and everybody sort of explained to me that this is how you can, sort of give the impression of a terrible scene like this being actualized.